Johnson's feet. 8 points for Andre Drummond.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it at those easy points inside.
Lamb is checked in for Detroit. The 76ers also with a sub. Nerlens Noel checks in for Carl Landry. Freak kicks to Okafor and stolen by Drummond. Down low, here's Johnson, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Here's Roten, drills the three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 7.
After what was just a horrendous shooting performance in the first half, they finally started to find their stroke.
And amazing that they hold the lead with how poorly they shot in the first half, but they've defended at a high level and remain in control.
Jennings can't get it to go.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Here's Freak. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Johnson the screen. Jennings kicks to Johnson. Again, Johnson missing.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at it.
Fires from deep, and that one's good. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter. And here are the 76ers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Sellers, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Andre Drummond picks one up.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Freak. He has 14 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Drummond. Morris comes in for Amir Johnson. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Johnson. They set the screen. Screen by Smith. There's the dish to Lamb. 5 to shoot. He feeds it to Morris. This one for 3. Rebound by Marshall. Marshall's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set. Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
And he's doing a great job at the charity stripe. It's easy to overlook, but those freebies can make the difference.
And Lamb kicks to Jackson to the right side. Jackson setting the pick here for Jennings. Lamb. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Freak's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here's Marshall from the arc. Rebound by Smith. Now here's Lamb. Defense right on him. Left side, Jennings. Detroit, no good that time either.
He surprised him with the crossover, but just couldn't stay in control for the finish.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
More levels, more devils.
The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. Sellers in at shooting guard. Carl Landry is out there with Embiid. Then it's Kendall Marshall. And it's Craig in at the 3. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Inside, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Johnson the screen. Jackson dishes to Johnson. It's Drummond, high post. Outside Jackson. Ring shot on the way. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Landry's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And a wide open look for Freak. No good with the triple. Pistons trail by 10. Outside Jackson. Morris kicks to Drummond. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. That's good. And the 76ers lead by 12. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Philadelphia.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, head coach of the Pistons had some words for his team over the break. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. On the wing, Jackson. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Tries to keep it alive.
No, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
And it's Freak missing.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Kicks it to Johnson. Drummond a screen. Johnson attacking. Shoots from 12. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Roden kicks to Freak. 5 to shoot. Landry a screen on Johnson. There's Freak, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside Jackson. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. At the elbow, it's Drummond. That one off the back iron and out. Philadelphia leading by 12. And Gallinari kicks to Okafor. He dishes it to Freak. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Pistons passing it around. Now here's Roden. He's guarded by Meeks. Shots good by Sellers.
You know, earlier in the game, they had trouble getting on track, shooting a really poor percentage. But they've overcome that now, and they look to be in a nice rhythm and flow.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Jackson drives in, and Okafor with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Detroit making a switch here. Jennings is checked in.
On the floor, Brandon Jennings.
Detroit, no good that time either.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Landry passes to Roten. 6 on the shot clock. The 3-ball. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Roten. Roten's got his 6th assist on the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers.
Can they get it? Looks a big height bounce and goes in.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
1:52 left in the game. Pick by Okafor. Here's Freak. Soft touch off the glass. Freak's got 25 points.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Pass to Drummond. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the 76ers.
2 great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And they're going to break this season series tie with a big win here tonight, giving them a record of 2-1 for the year, with one final game left to go against the Pistons.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. Ooh, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Landry makes it off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 18.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
They set the pick. Jennings kicks to Drummond. Puts up the baby hook. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Personal foul. Andre Drummond. Shooting. Free throw.
And he can't get the first one. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. And it's Freak missing. Lamb dishes to Morris. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Marcus Morris.
And Morris drops them both. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Marshall passes to Sellers. Fires for 3. Can't get it to fall. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they...
Play, boy. Way to play. Hey.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
Well, he reminded us all of how dangerous he is as a slasher. He drove the lane time and time again and got points inside to show for it. An explosive, hard-charging performance. I loved it.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.